Hi everyone, welcome back to the coding series. Today's problem is largest odd number in string. Let's understand the problem statement. You are given a string representing a large integer. Return the largest valued odd integer, that is a non-empty substring of num. If there is no odd integer exist, you have to return empty string. Now let's understand that with an example. Here given string is 52. Okay, so by saying this, okay, how many non-empty substrings you can form? You can form only three non-empty substrings. That is, one is 5, one is 2, and one is 52. Right? So by seeing all these substrings, 52 is an even number, 2 is also even number, and only 5 is an odd number. So since you have to return largest valued odd integer, we have only one odd number. So you have to return that. In the second example, in the strings we don't have any odd numbers, right? So if there is no odd number present in any string, then we can say that there will not be any largest odd number, so output is empty. In the third example, we have the given string is only a odd number, so you can just return that. Right, now let's see how we can solve this. So how you decide whether any number is an even or odd? You will decide based on the last number, right? You will check whether the last number is even or odd. If it is even, then you will say the entire number is an even. If it is odd, you will say entire number is odd. In this case, 7 is an odd number. Right. So if 7 is an odd number, then can you say this entire number is an odd number? Yes. So 3, 5, 4, 2, 7 is an odd number. Now let's take one more, 3, 5, 2. Okay. If you take 3, 5, 2, if you check this number, this is an even, right? 2 is an even. So 3, 5, 2 is an even. But now, how many substrings you can form? One is 3, one is 35, and one is 5, and 52, and so on, right? When you consider 35 and 5, okay, 5 is an odd number, right? 5 is an odd number, and even 35 is an odd number. By seeing last, even 3 is also an odd number. But when you consider these 3, which is the greater odd number, 35 is a greater odd number, right? Because here 5, by seeing the last digit, you will tell whether this entire number is an even or odd, right? So keeping that in the mind, okay, what we will do is, since given string will be like this, right? So now what we have to do, okay, what we were doing, we were checking the last number, right? So if you check the last number, what I told, if that is an even, then entire number is an even. If that is odd, entire string is odd, right? Entire string, entire number. Yeah. So what I will do is, we will iterate from right to left. Okay, we will iterate from right to left in this string. Okay. So for I is to equal to ln of string, okay, ln of string -1, okay, and I greater than, okay, I greater than or equal to 0, and I minus minus. Okay, now you will check if s of I, okay, percentage 2 is not equal to 0, okay, if it is not equal to 0 means then it is an odd number. This last digit is an odd number. So if last digit is an odd number, so can I say my entire number till this digit will be an odd? Yes, right? So for that what I can do, I plus 1, I can just return I plus 1. So what I meant is, given string is 35428. Okay, let's take 354278. Okay, since you have to return the largest odd number. Okay, that means largest odd number means number of elements in the string should be large and that should be odd. Okay, correct, right? If you see here, 3 is an odd, 5 is an odd, 3, 5 is an odd. But since you have to return the greatest odd number, can I say for this the length is 2, but here the string length is 1, but here the string length is 1. Okay, so if any string is an odd string, okay, if it is an odd number, and if that string is greater than all other odd strings, then you have to return that string, right? So in that way, if you iterate from from right to left in a given string, okay, and if you start checking the last digit, you have to check the last digit, because our whether it is an even or odd, it will be entirely depend upon the last number, right? So since you have to return the greatest odd number, if you iterate from right to left, okay, right to left, then if you find any digit, if you find any digit is odd, then the string till this digit, if you say first, okay, now let's understand this with this example, 354278. Okay, here now when you check, okay, I equal to 0 1 2 3 4 5, right? So when I equal to 5, s of 5, it will check 8 percentage 2, 8 percentage 2 equal to 0, so this is an even number. So now it will check 7, 7 percentage 2 is not equal to 0. Yes. So what this meant is, okay, the string, okay, the numbers in the string till this position, okay, till this position is an odd number. Okay, so that means you are considering entire string till this index, okay, till this index. So that means if you consider entire string till here, then you will get 35427. So you can just return this. In that way, this is an greatest, right? Because this is a greatest odd number, because even the length is also greater, right? That's why if you iterate from, so the main idea is you have to check whether you will decide whether the number is even or odd is based on the last integer, sorry, last digit. Okay, if that digit is odd, you can just include all the elements, okay, in that string till that index. If you return that entire number, then that number will be the greatest odd number. Now let's code this. This is very simple. Maybe I am making it complicated. I don't know, but this is very simple. So for I is to equal to ln of num minus 1, okay, I greater than or equal to 0, I minus minus. So here also I have to minus, yeah. So if num of I percentage 2 not equal to 0, then you can just return num of I plus 1. Okay, if you don't have any odd, you can just return empty. So now let's run this. All test cases are passed. Let's submit. Yeah, all are passed. Now, if you think about the space complexity, we are just using one extra variable, right? So space complexity is O of 1. But time complexity, here you are iterating. Okay. Now, for suppose if there is no odd number only present, then you have to iterate from left to right till you get till I value will be -1. Okay, that means you have iterated entire string. So if you iterate entire string, if our length of the string is n, if the length of the string contains, if the our length of the string is n, then time complexity will be O of n, because you are iterating entire string. So it will be O of n. So time complexity is O of n and space complexity is O of 1. Yeah, that's all for today's guys. If you have any questions, please do add in the comment section. Thank you. Like and subscribe for more videos.